Hey, well, I didn't want to say it, but I think I told you so. Our politicians continue to spar over the debt ceiling, but this time I think odds are growing that the U.S. will default. This quick update will tell you what's going on and tell you what to do before it happens. Before we get into that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. You might actually like what we're doing. Now let's get into it. In a previous video, up there, I sent you an ominous warning about economic crash caused by the nation defaulting on its debt. It looks closer and closer like this is going to happen in about 3 days, technically October 1st. Now, here's what that means. Republicans have refused to increase the nation's debt limit. Republicans agree that the nation needs to pay its debts, but it's not going to do it through raising the debt limit. At 3 p.m. today, Republicans are expected to filibuster an effort by Democrats to try and do this. I'll put a link down below for you. Now, if that limit is not increased or suspended, that will exhaust the government's ability to borrow money. Now, that's going to force the government to decide, like, do we pay the military? Do we pay Social Security benefits? Or do we pay our debt, which they cannot do? And Republicans have flat out threatened to filibuster any effort Senate Democrats try to use to do this today. Now, what this will do is this will force Democrats to use a fast-track solution to go around the filibuster. But unfortunately, that could take weeks. To make things worse, currently, the U.S. Treasury can't tell us when it would run out of money. They're calling it the X date, and they estimate that that's somewhere between October 15th and mid-November. So basically a 30-day window that they can't actually nail down because they don't actually have track of all of our money. On top of that, congressional leaders are not even trying to negotiate. The Biden administration is not trying to negotiate. This is more of leftist double-down tactics. It's going to blow up in their face. So what does this all mean? This is political gamesmanship. For those that believe that one side will cave, I wouldn't count on it. But we'll see what happens. My gut tells me that no one's going to cave. This is a giant game of chicken that no one can win. Now, here's why I think that way. The Republicans' effort is literally the only thing that's stopping the Green New Deal. If we can't pay our debts and we default, they can't spend more money. This will cause a lack of confidence in the U.S. dollar, thus the petrodollar. I don't want to go too far out in the left field, but yeah, that's an effort, or that's an issue, and ultimately an economic crash. But this economic crash might actually be what we need to fix things. Now, I still recommend that you do 3 things. First, increase your preparedness. Get your house in order. No one's going to do it for you. Second, get any money that you have in the bank that you don't need to be in the bank to pay bills with. Get it out of the bank. If it's in your hands, then you can access it. When there's a run on the banks because of an economic crash, it happened in Greece, it can happen again, then you will have access to the money while it still has value, and thus you can spend it before it becomes worthless. Lastly, pay attention. 3 p.m. today, I'll put a link in the description. It goes right to the Senate webpage so you can watch the floor of the Senate, and they'll immediately bring up a bill and the Republicans will filibuster it. And there'll be a fight, but at least you'll know what happened and what's going to happen afterwards based off of this video. Okay, if you like what you see, do me a favor, boop that like button for me. It really does help out. And until the next time, I hope you stay safe and have a great day.